The internet is spiraling after new claims have surfaced, and this time it's not just fan speculation. An alleged burner phone tied directly to Mendeecees has just been exposed. And according to Jasmine's own sister, it contains voice, notes, wire transfers, and shocking messages that suggest he tried to pay Jasmine off to stay silent, and possibly to vanish altogether. What started as whispers on fan blogs has turned into a full-blown social media storm. Screenshots are circulating. Voice recordings are being dissected frame by frame, and Jasmine's sister isn't holding anything back. She's come forward with what she claims are receipts proving Mendeecees offered Jasmine hush money, and it wasn't just for child support. It was, allegedly, to erase the entire situation, while Yandy continues to stay mostly quiet. Sources close to her are saying she's seen the messages, and the emotional fallout behind closed doors is real. If these texts are even half true, we're not just talking about betrayal. We're talking about manipulation, control, and an entire truth buried beneath burner phones and payoffs. So how much does Yandy know? Did Mendeecees really try to make Jasmine disappear? And why is Jasmine's sister speaking out now? Let's break it all down. The chaos started with a simple DM screenshot that made its way onto a low-key gossip forum. But within hours, it had gone viral. Jasmine Blue's sister, who had remained silent through most of the previous DNA scandal, suddenly came forward, and she came with files. Not rumors, not guesses. She dropped what she claimed were text threads between Mendeecees and Jasmine from a burner number, and fans were stunned by what they read. The messages weren't friendly. They weren't co-parenting conversations. They were cold, transactional, and filled with what sounded like bribes. In one exchange, the sender said, "I'll wire you 10 now, 10 next month. Just don't show up at the reunion." Fans immediately started decoding the sender's phone number. And to everyone's shock, it matched the same one previously linked to a shady business account, rumored to be owned by Mendeecees. Then came the voice note. Jasmine's sister uploaded it with a warning. This is the real Mendeecees. Yandy ain't the only one he's been lying to. The audio was grainy but clear enough to hear a deep voice saying, "We both made a mistake, but you can't come back now. There's too much at stake. Let me take care of you, ... quietly." That phrase, "let me take care of you," quietly blew up across social media. It became a meme, a debate topic, and the center of a growing online investigation. Fans began compiling screenshots from previous seasons, comparing Mendeecees' timeline and matching it against Jasmine's alleged pregnancy and baby photo uploads. The math wasn't mathing, and people were starting to believe Jasmine had been telling the truth all along, and she had just been forced into silence. Yandy, single quotes as silence made things worse. Usually quick to clap back or clear her name, she hadn't posted in days. The last story on her page was a photo of her kids with a Bible quote, but fans swore she looked drained and emotional. A close friend of hers allegedly told a blogger that Yandy had heard the voice note and broke down in tears. She couldn't believe he would do something so manipulative behind her back. The source claimed. Meanwhile, Tasha K wasted no time jumping in. She reposted the clip, captioning, "Y'all better stop playing with Jasmine like she's crazy. This is just the beginning." And that's all it took. Twitter, TikTok, and fan forums exploded. Creators were dissecting the waveforms of the voice note. One even used AI tools to compare it with Mendeecees' interviews, and the results were near identical. Fans were now demanding answers, and then another layer hit. Jasmine's sister didn't stop with just the texts and audio. She claimed Jasmine had been given a non-disclosure agreement to keep her quiet, one she signed when she was still emotionally fragile after giving birth. In an Instagram Live, she said, he told her it was just legal protection. She didn't. No, it meant she was signing away her right to speak her truth. The mention of an NDA sent the internet into a frenzy. One TikTok creator claimed they had seen a draft of it, with language so tight Jasmine couldn't even post photos without his approval. Whether that's true or not, the damage was already done. The narrative was now out of control, and the fans weren't waiting for confirmation. Mona Scott and VH1 found themselves in the crossfire yet again. Fans began flooding Love and Hip Hop's official pages with comments accusing them of hiding the truth to protect Mendeecees' image. One viral comment read, "If y'all can show fistfights and cheating scandals, why not this? What else are you protecting?" Even some of the cast started reacting. Erica Mena posted a cryptic tweet that said, "Some of us been new. Bambi," followed up with a laughing emoji and the word karma. And Spice, always one to stir the pot, went live saying, "I told Lou these men, not easy. They will ruin your peace and pay for your silence." But the most unexpected reaction came from Samantha Mendeecees' ex and the mother of his other son. She reposted the burner phone screenshots with the caption, "Some truths don't need DNA, they just need receipts." Fans quickly took that as confirmation she had been suspicious for a while, and suddenly, old footage from Love and Hip Hop's earlier seasons resurfaced clips, where Samantha warned Yandy that Mendeecees had a pattern of lying and gaslighting the women in his life. Back in Yandy's camp, things were unraveling. Insiders claimed she was no longer filming, had moved out of the shared home, was considering legal steps to protect herself and her children. Although she hadn't spoken publicly, fans began tracking her likes, her unfollows, and her recent interactions. She had reportedly unfollowed Mendeecees, removed all tagged posts with him, and even deleted their anniversary highlights. Still, Mendeecees kept quiet. No official statement, no denial, nothing. And for many fans, that silence said everything. But Jasmine's sister wasn't done. She posted again saying, "You think it's just one message? I got voice notes, photos, Cash App screenshots. If he wants to act like Jasmine lying, let's go to court. We ready?" The threat of legal action suddenly raised the stakes. What had started as a gossip scandal was now beginning to sound like a courtroom bomb waiting to go off. And with so much digital evidence circulating, fans began pushing for Jasmine to appear on a podcast on Tasha K's show, or even file an official lawsuit. Yandy single quotes as name trended for 2 days straight as hashtag Justice for Jasmine, hashtag BurnerPhonagate, and hashtag Mendeecees exposed flooded timelines. People who had once defended Mendeecees as a changed man now questioned whether he had ever really been honest at all. The pressure on VH1 grew. Bloggers claimed producers were scrambling to re-edit upcoming episodes and decide whether to acknowledge the scandal on air. Fans demanded transparency, calling out the network for continuing to push a family man narrative, while ignoring what they called a clear attempt to buy silence. And just when things felt like they couldn't get messier, another voice note allegedly leaked from the same burner number. This one, fans say, sounded panicked. In it, the voice begs, "Don't let this get out. If Yandy sees that file, it's over." The voice again sounded eerily like Mendeecees. Fans clipped it, looped it, and reposted it with captions like, "Too late. Too little too late." And Yandy already saw it, while fans kept dissecting the second voice. Note, something unexpected happened. Jasmine herself finally broke her silence. After weeks of letting her sister handle the storm, Jasmine posted a black and white selfie with the caption, "Truth doesn't need permission." She didn't tag anyone, no extra hashtags, no comments. But that single sentence sent shockwaves across every platform. Moments later, she went live and over 70,000 people tuned in. Her voice was calm, but her eyes were heavy. "I didn't come here to break anyone's family," she began. "I didn't ask to be lied to, used, or silenced. And I sure didn't ask to raise a baby on my own." Fans held their breath as she confirmed that Mendeecees had, in fact, been in contact with her during her pregnancy. She alleged that he offered support under the condition that she disappear once the child was born. He told me it would be better for everyone if I just stayed low, she said. But better for who? Not for my child. Jasmine went on to describe a private meeting at a hotel where Mendeecees allegedly brought paperwork and told her, "This is just so you're protected." She signed, not realizing it was an NDA that stripped her of any rights to speak about the baby publicly. While Jasmine didn't reveal everything, she ended her live with a direct message to Yandy. "I'm sorry you had to find out like this. I never wanted to hurt you. I know how much you love him, but you deserve the full truth." Within minutes, screen recordings of the live flooded Twitter and TikTok. The clip where Jasmine apologized to Yandy went viral, and the internet collectively paused. For a moment, the narrative wasn't about betrayal or drama. It was about two women, both misled by the same man, caught in a story, neither of them fully controlled. And that's when Yandy returned. Her Instagram story lit up, first with a blank black screen, then another with just the words, "So it was true." After hours of silence, she posted a video, no makeup, red eyes, hoodie on. "I gave everything to protect my family," she said, holding back tears. "I trusted someone with my whole heart. And now I don't even know who I'm sleeping next to." Emotions ran high as fans flooded her comments with support. Celebrities like Tammy Rivera, K. Michelle, and even Remy Ma left hearts and prayers. One fan wrote, "Yandy carried him through jail, raised his kids, stayed loyal, and this is how he repays her." Another said she gave him grace and he gave her lies. But the internet being what it is, not everyone was sympathetic. Some critics accused Yandy of turning a blind eye. They resurfaced old clips of her dismissing Samantha and Erica's concerns, claiming she was warned but chose to ignore it. Still, the overwhelming sentiment leaned toward heartbreak for Yandy, especially after years of defending and standing by Mendeecees publicly. And just when it felt like the dust might settle, Tasha K dropped another bombshell in a late night. Live titled "Exclusive Receipts the Blogs Won't Show You." She claimed to have spoken directly to Jasmine and even played an alleged voicemail from Mendeecees himself. In the recording, the voice pleads, "We can fix this. I'll send you whatever you need. Just stop posting." The desperation was raw, the voice cracking under pressure. Tasha paused dramatically and said, "If this ain't a guilty man, I don't know what is." Fans immediately started comparing that voicemail to the previous ones, and the tone was undeniably the same voice, same burner number, same panic. Next, Tasha shared what appeared to be Cash App screenshots, showing multiple payments labeled child support and wellness. The amounts ranged from $200 to $2,000, all sent from a business account rumored to be tied to Mendeecees' camp. She ended the stream by saying, "This man didn't just lie. He tried to pay away his problems. And now, his lies are bankrupt." As if the story needed more heat, Jasmine's sister returned with another bombshell. She posted a screenshot from what appeared to be Jasmine's hospital discharge paperwork. The baby's last name. Fans zoomed in, enhanced, and verified the name match, and suddenly it was no longer speculation. The baby allegedly carried Mendeecees' surname at this point. Fans demanded that Mendeecees address it directly. Hashtags like #Where's Mendeecees? And #SpeakUpNow began trending. Bloggers, fans, and former cast members all weighed in, calling for accountability. Even young Jock mentioned it during his morning radio show, saying, "You can't stay silent when the whole world got the receipts." And just when fans thought Mendeecees might finally respond, a new layer surfaced. A legal blog posted leaked court records suggesting there had been a quiet paternity suit filed last year in Fulton County. The case was sealed, but the names listed matched too closely to be coincidence. The document's timing aligned exactly with when Jasmine allegedly gave birth, and according to sources, the suit ended in undisclosed resolution. What does undisclosed resolution even mean? Fans speculated it could mean hush money. Others thought maybe a private DNA test had already confirmed the child was his. And he'd been hiding it ever since. Yandy hadn't addressed any of this publicly since her tearful video. But insiders claim she was in contact with her lawyer and considering separation. One anonymous friend said, "This ain't something you come back from." She's humiliated, heartbroken, and furious. She gave him everything, and he gave her betrayal. As the days unfolded, Mendeecees finally broke his silence, but not in the way fans expected. Instead of a video, he posted a photo of a Bible with the caption, "God knows the truth, the rest is noise." And that was it. No denial, no explanation. It's just vague spirituality. And fans were not having it. One follower commented, "It's funny how you find God when you get exposed." Another wrote, "We want answers, not scripture." The post quickly got flooded with thousands of angry comments before he turned off replies. Back in Jasmine's camp, things were getting complicated too. Some fans started to dig deeper and found old photos of her and Mendeecees at the same events, hidden in group shots. One resurfaced video even showed her walking behind him at a charity gala years ago, something no one had noticed until now. What had once been a distant rumor now looked like a years-long secret relationship. Fans began calling it a pattern, accusing Mendeecees of grooming Jasmine into silence with money and false promises. The betrayal ran deeper than cheating. It felt calculated, strategic, and cold. Producers of Love and Hip Hop were now being new, dragged by fans demanding that the next season not skip this drama. Rumors swirled that they were planning an emergency reunion taping just to address the chaos. Insiders said cameras were already rolling again, and Yandy's team had agreed to film under strict emotional boundaries. The question now wasn't just whether Mendeecees cheated or had a secret child. It was whether his entire public redemption arc had been fake. And whether Yandy, the woman who defended him through prison, court, and custody battles, would walk away for good this time. The energy online was electric. Every podcast, every Instagram live, every T page was deep in speculation. Fans were building timelines, making comparison clips, and pulling receipts from years ago. Old Love and Hip Hop scenes were going viral again, especially the ones where Yandy defended Mendeecees against Erica and Samantha. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Those very women she called liars and manipulators were now looking more like prophets. A resurfaced clip showed Samantha warning Yandy during a reunion taping. "You don't know everything, Yandy, and one day it's gonna hit you hard." That clip racked up over 5 million views in 2 days. Fans commented things like she tried to warn her and karma didn't miss. Samantha, for her part, posted a cryptic Instagram story that simply said, "Truth always comes out. Always." Then came the real twist. Jasmine's sister returned to the internet with a screen-recorded FaceTime video. In it, Mendeecees could be seen in a car, face half-lit, nervously glancing around. "I'm trying to make this right, okay?" he said. "Just tell her I'm gonna fix it. But I need time." His voice cracked. This wasn't supposed to go this far. The clip, though grainy and brief, was damning. Not only did it confirm his communication with Jasmine's camp, but it also showed he had no real plan, only panic. The phrase, "this wasn't supposed to go this far," began trending immediately. TikTok creators used it as sound for reactions, memes, and dramatic reenactments. It was clear Mendeecees was spiraling, and fans were eating up every moment. Yandy, meanwhile, remained quiet online. No posts, no stories, no comments. Insiders claim she was staying at a hotel with her kids and hadn't returned home. One source close to her told a blog she's done. She's been strong for too long. She's not trying to be a martyr anymore. Fans rallied behind her, praising her strength and demanding she prioritize her peace. As pressure built, VH1 producers reportedly reached out to Jasmine and her sister about filming a sit-down. A leak from the production team revealed that Tasha K had been approached to moderate the conversation. The internet nearly exploded. Having Tasha in the middle of a love and hip-hop showdown was already legendary, but now it felt personal. She wasn't just a commentator. She was part of the story. Tasha confirmed the news in an Instagram post that read, "They asked me to host. I said, let's pour the wine." Comments poured in. Some fans were hyped, others skeptical. But either way, everyone agreed. This sit-down had to happen. Mendeecees, under immense public pressure, issued a new statement through his PR team. It read, "At this time, I ask for privacy and compassion as my family and I navigate a sensitive matter. I love my wife. I love my children, okay? And I am committed to making things right." But for fans, it was too little, too late. Most saw it as damage control. No admission, no apology, just deflection. Things only got worse when a new burner phone voicemail leaked. This time, the audio was longer, and Mendeecees was clearly emotional. "I was scared," he said. "I didn't know what to do. I messed up, but I swear I didn't mean to hurt you." The voice cracked with regret. "I just wanted peace. That's all I ever wanted." Fans quickly dissected every word. And the general consensus: he was more concerned with keeping things quiet than actually being accountable. The line, "I just wanted peace," felt like code for "I just wanted to keep my mess hidden." My mess hid. Jasmine's sister then dropped another jaw-dropper. She shared screenshots of an alleged contract, one that Mendeecees supposedly had Jasmine sign during her second trimester. The document included a non-disclosure clause, a financial arrangement, labeled monthly assistance, and a bizarre line that read, "No public affiliations or identity sharing without written consent." Fans dubbed it the silence contract. Lawyers on TikTok began analyzing the document, saying it looked professionally drafted but ethically questionable. One lawyer said, "If real, this is textbook manipulation. Not support, it's control." Another added, "It's clear this wasn't just a mistake. This was a full cover-up attempt." In the midst of the chaos, Yandy's brother jumped into the conversation with a no-deleted Facebook post. In it, he blasted Mendeecees, writing, "You broke my sister. You took her love and loyalty for granted. You had one job: protect your family. Now look." Screenshots of the post went viral, further fueling the fire. Fans began speculating about how long this had really been going on. One Reddit thread compiled photos, dates, and timestamps, mapping out a possible 4-year timeline. They believed Jasmine's child was nearly 3 years old, meaning the secret wasn't new, just buried deep until now. This theory gained traction, and a hairstylist who allegedly worked with Jasmine commented on a live video, saying, "I knew she was pregnant back then, but I didn't know who the dad was. When I saw her crying in the salon, I figured it was just regular heartbreak, not this." Her comment, along with old photos of Jasmine at the salon, added more weight to the idea that Mendeecees had known about the baby for years. With each passing hour, the web of lies seemed to expand. And through it all, Yandy kept silent. That silence spoke volumes. Fans began flooding her old posts with comments like, "You deserved better. We're with you. And you carried him. Let him walk now." As pressure mounted, Mendeecees reportedly tried to reach out directly to Yandy. A blogger leaked text messages allegedly from his phone, showing a desperate tone. "Please pick up one message, read. I need to talk to you. Just you and me. No cameras." Another read. "I can explain. Please don't leave like this." But Yandy wasn't budging. According to friends, she was focusing on her kids, her business, and her healing. She even posted a cryptic quote on her business page: "You can't heal in the same place you were broken." Fans immediately interpreted it as her way of saying she wouldn't be returning to Mendeecees anytime soon. Meanwhile, VH1 producers were scrambling to get everyone under contract for what they were now calling a bonus reunion special. The plan was to shoot a raw no-glam, sit down between all parties, Yandy, Mendeecees, Jasmine, and even Tasha. The twist. Yandy had one condition: no stage scenes, no soft edits. "I'm not protecting anyone's image," she allegedly told producers. "If we're doing this, we're doing it real." With the cast splintered, fans wondered whether this moment would mark the end of Yandy and Mendeecees as love and hip-hop's power couple. Their journey had spanned prison visits, blended families, vow renewals, but now it was unraveling publicly and painfully as the frenzy reached new heights. The streets of Atlanta weren't just buzzing, they were boiling over. Tasha K, ever the provocateur, announced she would be releasing a new exclusive on her Patreon. Fans flooded her comments, practically begging for a preview. And when she finally dropped it, the internet came to a standstill. It was a voicemail, and not just any voicemail. It was Mendeecees again, but this time the message felt different, desperate, defeated. Recorded sometime after Jasmine's sister dropped the contract screenshots. His voice trembled. "Yandy, I don't even know how to fight anymore. You were my backbone. Everything I built with you. And now it's all crashing because of me." He paused, then continued. "I know I lied. I know I should have told you. Kanawa, I was afraid of losing you, of losing our life. But it's out now, and I can't run. If you never forgive me, I get it. But just know, I never stopped loving you." The audio hit like a gut punch. Even some of Mendeecees' harshest critics admitted the message sounded raw, but for many fans, it wasn't enough. The damage was done. Emotion doesn't equal accountability. One viral tweet read, "He only regrets getting caught." Yandy remained publicly silent, but insiders claim she listened to the voicemail multiple times and cried. One source close to her revealed she had confided in a mutual friend, saying, "I believed in him. Through everything, I held him down. And this is what I get." Meanwhile, Jasmine posted a soft selfie with the caption, "He wanted me gone. I stayed quiet." But silence is a prison too. Her post garnered over 300K likes within hours, and the comment section was a war zone. Some fans defended her, others accused her of clout chasing. But regardless of opinion, one thing was clear. Jasmine was no longer hiding. Her sister doubled down, releasing another video, this time holding what she claimed was a copy of a wire transfer from Mendeecees to a private bank account in Jasmine's name. "You want receipts?" she said. "We got stacks of M. The amount? $75,000, labeled as postnatal settlement." Fans were stunned. Tasha K responded instantly with a live video, saying this man was moving like a whole political scandal. Private accounts, burner phones, NDAs, and still couldn't keep his house in order. She then laughed and added, "Yandy, if you don't drop him now, sis, you're gonna drown in his lies." The comments sent fans into another frenzy. Hashtags like #DropMendeecees and #YandyY deserves better began trending. Meanwhile, Yandy's brand deals started shifting. Some sponsors publicly supported her, posting messages like, "We stand with Yandy." Others quietly paused partnerships, unsure how the chaos would affect their image. Then came the breaking point. Jasmine's child, the alleged secret daughter, was shown in a blurred photo on a gossip blog, sitting on Jasmine's lap at a birthday party, and right next to them in the photo, Lil Mendeecees, Mendeecees' son from a previous relationship. The blog claimed the children had been introduced months ago, long before the public knew anything. The internet exploded. How could Yandy not know? Did Mendeecees let his kids meet and still lie to Yandy's face? This is beyond betrayal, it's calculated deception. Comments flooded the blog's post, and within minutes, screenshots of it were being shared across every platform. That same night, Mendeecees went live for the first time since the scandal broke. Sitting alone in a dim room, he looked exhausted. No jewelry, no flashy background, Just him and his phone. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, he began. I failed. I messed up in ways I can't even explain. But I never stopped loving. My wife and I never turned my back on my kids. He paused, then continued. There's a lot y'all don't know. A lot of lies, a lot of twisting. But I own what I did. Should have told her. I should have been a man about it. Liv had over 80,000 viewers within 10 minutes. Fans posted mixed reactions. Some called it brave, others called it a performance. And yandy. Still no public statement. Only a repost of a quote. When peace becomes more important than loyalty, you finally choose yourself. VH1, not one to miss a moment, quickly finalized the plans for the bonus reunion special. The taping was set to include Yandy, Mendeecees, Jasmine, and yes, Tasha K. Production sources claimed the reunion would be uncut, unfiltered, and possibly the most explosive in the franchise's history. And just days before the reunion, Jasmine dropped one final twist: DNA results. An Instagram video showed her opening an envelope with a testing company's logo. Her hand trembled as she unfolded the document. She didn't speak. She simply turned the paper toward the camera. The results were clear. Mendeecees was the biological father to comments were locked within minutes. Blogs reposted the clip instantly. Fans began stitching together every piece of the puzzle. The hidden meetings, the silence contract, the burner, phones, the bank transfers, it all aligned. And in the center of the storm was Yandy, heartbroken, betrayed, and now holding undeniable truth in her hands. Sources said she finally packed the rest of her things from the home she once shared with Mendeecees. She's gone for real this time. One insider shared. No cameras, no drama, just done. The family was left divided. Lil Mendeecees reportedly stopped speaking to his father, siding with Yandy and refusing to be part of any upcoming filming. Samantha, his mother, reposted an old family photo with the caption, "The truth always finds its way out. Protect your peace." Mendeecees, now isolated, remained in Atlanta, working on a so-called redemption series for YouTube, but insiders doubted anyone would care. He played too many people for too long, one blogger said. Now he wants to rebrand. Nah, the streets ain't buying it. Streets ain't buying it. And as for Jasmine, her follower count skyrocketed. Brand offers rolled in. Some accused her of capitalizing, others called it justice. But either way, she was no longer the shadow in someone else's story. She was the headline dot with the DNA. Confirmed, the contracts exposed, and Mendeecees' reputation in freefall. Fans began asking the bigger question: how many more secrets were there? How many more burner phones, side deals, and voicemails were out there waiting to drop? And just when it seemed the dust might settle, Tasha K teased one last surprise. Y'all thought that was all? She posted, "Nah, baby, I got more heat." And trust me, this next voicemail changes everything. After everything that's unfolded, from Tasha K's explosive drops to Jasmine's undeniable DNA proof, this scandal has shattered more than just a few hearts. It's torn open the very foundation of one of Love and Hip Hop's most iconic couples. The voicemail leaks, the burner phone revelations, and Jasmine's sister coming forward with the receipts have pulled back the curtain on a reality that's darker than anyone expected. Yan's wise single quotes as silence speaks volumes. Her decision to step away, to choose peace over performance, is a move fans never saw coming. Mendeecees' live confession might have been an attempt at redemption, but for many, it only confirmed what they already believed, that the lies ran deeper than anyone could imagine. And just when we thought we'd heard it all, Tasha K teased yet another voicemail. So the question now is, what else is she holding? Could there be more women, more children? Or was this just the tip of the iceberg? The family is fractured, fan base is split, and the network, they're scrambling. 1. Things for sure, this saga is far from over, but we want to hear from you. What do you think about Mendeecees' burner phone scandal? Was Jasmine really silenced with a payout? Should Yandy forgive him after all this, or walk away for good? And what's your take on Tasha K's role in all of this? Is she exposing the truth or adding fuel to the fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video if you were shocked by this twist. And hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what comes next. Because if Tasha K keeps her word, the next voicemail might just blow the lid off everything. Stay tuned, stay messy, and stay watching.